Kelsey, are you cool doing your screen share with the
Yeah,
presentation?
sure. And you
Okay,
need
I just wanted to make sure because my internet was sketchy yesterday. It seems fine today, but I just want to make sure we are smooth.
yeah, no problem.
All right, we are all set on this side. So we'll have a couple minutes to wait here. Oh, the one thing that I'll let you know, we usually start things off with some music. So if that's cool, just while people are coming in, we'll just get some jams going. I don't know if you guys have any preferences. I'm sure, Kelsey, you have a favorite band or something that you'd like to rock out to.
Trying to think of anything that's appropriate, honestly. Yeah, let's go with some like 80s jams. Yeah,
Oh, all right. Okay, I like it. Let me
that's
find
always
it.
family friendly.
Yeah, exactly. I made the fatal mistake a couple events ago of not checking the songs before, and anyways, I played a song that had like a bunch of swearing in it.
It's
And
always
I was
fun.
like, oh no,
Nice.
stop. Yeah, we got
Uh,
tons of people on the call right now. Anyways, this one looks like it's got some problems. Oh, Toto. Do you know Africa? We can do that one.
oh
Spanish.
yeah,
Everyone will know that. That's a goodie.
I do like the new one by Weezer better.
Oh, is there a Weezer? Okay, let's see
there's a
that.
cover. There is a cover.
It is way good.
Let's listen to it. Oh, I really like this.
Classic.
Okay, it made the cut. We're doing it. Weezer Africa. I love it.
Kelsey, are you wearing the Podium hat?
Yeah, I am. It's small lettering, so you can't see it, but I am branded today.
Hey,
I did try and brand as well. Maybe I should drop it down a little bit. My Podium.
I gotta say, hands down, for me, Podium has the best swag out of all of the local companies. Seriously, best swag. I walked into the office the other day. The other day, it was last year. I was meeting with Katie, and seriously, that you guys, it looks like you have your own shop there, like your own swag.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy.
We do have a store, yeah. It is pretty intense. Like our branding team is awesome. I guess yeah, the marketing team. But they get us some cool stuff.
They do great.
Yeah, we had a big swag offering, like our fall drop this year, and then we had a like a holiday package in lieu of like our Christmas party. It was pretty cool. Got a ton of stuff.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of stuff. I'm the type of person, I don't like to keep rubbish in my closet, and so if it's a stupid shirt, I'll just throw it away. It doesn't matter to me. But like Podium stuff, I would actually wear. It's one of the few, so it's awesome.
With our new branding too, with the new P that we have for Podium.
Yeah.
They've gone, I mean, I still love, this is one of my favorite sweaters, even though it says Podium. Most of the new ones are really small, and it'll even have like a little box in it, and it says Podium Software Company, but then it says Durable Athletic Goods, Lehigh, Melbourne, Brazil, established. So like it looks, unless you read it, it just looks like high-end clothes.
Yeah. Minimal branding.
I love it.
Cool too.
I do like the minimal branding.
Yeah, just like my hat here, you can't really tell unless you get real close.
This is awesome. I'm just checking if we're all good to go. Okay, I think we're good. We're about to go live. So let me get these jams playing here.
tonight, but she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to take me away from you. There's nothing that I did no more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. It takes some time to do the things we never had. The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right. Sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. It's gonna take a lot to take me away from you. There's nothing that I did no more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. It'll take some time to do the things we never had.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Podium information session. We are fired up to be here with you, and I know that Podium is fired up to be here with you as well. They are looking forward to presenting on their engineering roles and their sales roles, and talking to you a little bit more about the culture and what it's like to work there. So without further ado, I'm going to hand the time over to Luke and Kelsey, who are going to take it away. Go ahead and tell us, if you're just tuning in, where you're tuning in from, what types of positions you're interested in, and if you have any questions throughout, go ahead and post them in the chat and we'll get to them in the Q&A section. But thanks for being here. And Luke and Kelsey, thank you so much for taking the time.
Happy to be here.
Thank you, Luke. Yeah, we're super excited to talk about Podium, one of our favorite things. It's one of my favorite things for sure. But Kelsey, if you want to pull up our slide deck, we'll start running through this for everyone.
Yeah, Luke, can you enable screen sharing for me, please? Ah, there it is. All right, perfect. All right.
Perfect. Well, Kelsey and I are from Podium, as was discussed. Shoot to the first slide and we'll get started. For anyone that is not from Utah, we will go into great detail about that, but we'll do welcome, intros. I'll cover Utah and the founding story of how Podium came to be. Then I'll turn it over to Kelsey to go over products, career opportunities, and then we'll open it up for a Q&A. So my name is Luke Beachley. I've been with Podium for 1 year. I handle strategic sales. Most of our, what you would classify as a mid-market or enterprise level sales, sales leadership. At the end, again, like I said, we'll cover all the positions we're hiring for, but from sales development rep to SMB, expansion, enterprise, directors. We have so many, and they're all posted on the Mentorly website. And then Kelsey can introduce herself as well.
Yeah, hey everybody, I'm Kelsey. I'm Jensen, a technical recruiter at Podium. I've been with Podium just over 2 years now. So I lead out every open position that we have in engineering, essentially from our VP level hires all the way down to our internship positions. And I really enjoy, being with Podium and supporting the amazing engineers that I get to work with every day. So yeah, it's a little bit more about me.
Perfect. So why Utah? If you're not familiar with Utah, it's one of the lowest cost of living states for tech industries. Explosive tech scene. We're dubbed the Silicon Slope, so a lot like Silicon Valley. Our investor dollars per capita are higher than San Francisco and San Jose. Obviously, a much smaller population, but growing like crazy. Pre-COVID, 2.8% unemployment. I believe it was the lowest in the United States. Greatest snow on earth. That's a huge one for me. I moved out here about 17 years ago from California. And man, the snow in Utah is the best. So 10 plus world-class ski resorts, but not just on the snow side. Adrenaline for anyone that's looking for it. I do downhill mountain biking, wakeboarding, wake surfing. We have lakes, we have rivers, we have hiking, we have the mountains. Coming from California, the only thing that it's missing is an ocean, but that's okay because California is not that far away. Sundance Film Festival, art scene is huge out in Utah. Utah Jazz. I even added Real Salt Lake, a lot less known, but soccer for those that do like soccer. And then Mighty Five National Parks. A little guilty. I've not been to all five, but I have been to Bryce. I have been to Zion's. The Delicate Arch is phenomenal. Oh man, there's so many places to go in Utah. And then Chrissy Teigen and Post Malone. Do they live here, Kelsey? Was that one of you?
Yeah, it's just a joke. We use this for our interns and prospecting on campus, so it gets a lot of the younger people excited. But yeah, it's just funny. Chrissy was born in Delta, Utah, and Post Malone has a house up in one of the big canyons. So
okay, I did know he had a house here, but that was it. But yeah, that is awesome. I've seen a handful of people on social media posting videos of like Post Malone at Starbucks or whatever.
yeah.
Or Olive Garden, because I think Olive Garden's his favorite restaurant.
Yeah, very true.
So funny. Yeah, and then here's a quick video about life at Podium so people can get a feel for what our culture is like.
Hopefully this plays, so I apologize if there's any disconnect here. All right.
Yeah, so the office, for those that do work in Utah, is one of the most beautiful offices I've ever seen. It has an amazing gym, pickleball court. The gym is indoor, outdoor as well. The kitchen's fully stocked. You could eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Pre-COVID, it's a little bit different now. But we are open to remote. Most of our senior positions on the dev and the sales side, remote to work from wherever you're located. But if you have the opportunity to come into Utah, it's phenomenal. So I'll take a little bit and talk about the start of Podium. So Eric Ray, who's our CEO, co-founder, his father ran a tire shop in Canada. And anyone that lived in the area went to his tire shop and were very happy. But online reviews were 1-star and 5-star. And I say most people don't leave a review unless they're emotionally motivated. So either really happy or really upset, enough to go online, log in, create an account to then write a review. And so that's where the idea started. Let's get a more accurate picture of reviews, and was built with automated texting. So after every interaction, an automated text goes out that just says, how did we do? Please leave a review. Here's the link. Probably most of you on right now have gotten this. It was super cool. Right after I joined Podium, I have a company called Moxie Pest Control. They came out, treated my yard, and then I got a text. Bing, how did we do? Please leave a review, powered by Podium. I got super excited. It was within my first week of starting at Podium. I was able to do my first text review. But from there, that tire shop got a more accurate online reputation. And so that was the start 6 years ago, is online review and reputation management. From there, we've grown to become valued at $1.5 billion in less than 6 years. Last March, we closed our round C funding with Y Combinator out of San Francisco. Our round B was with Google Ventures. We're very excited about this growth. So I'll let Kelsey go more into the products and how we've become not just a review platform, but a total customer engagement platform.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Luke. So like Luke said, we kind of started with the reviews platform. And over the past, I guess, almost 7 years now, we've created more of like a well-rounded interaction management platform. And I've kind of been lucky enough to see firsthand, how engineering has created that and built the products that we have now to our full lineup. So I'd like to play this quick video from our prior CPO, Josh Penrod, and he can go into a bit more depth about our product offerings. This is a little bit dated, so it was circa 2019. And we've added a couple more products that I'll get into in the next couple of slides, but this is a really great video I want to play.
It all started with a tire shop that was struggling to compete online. One of the biggest problems was collecting the reviews needed to show up where it mattered. Customers were willing to leave reviews, they just needed a more convenient way to do it. So we made it as easy as sending a text. It worked better than anyone had anticipated. This was our light bulb moment, and it unlocked so many more things that we could do for local businesses. Scheduling a dental cleaning? Just send a text. Curious if a dealership is the car you're looking for? Just send a text. Whether a customer connects from Facebook, Google, or text, with Podium Messenger, every interaction comes into a single inbox. Customers now had a convenient way to connect from almost anywhere online except for a business's website, which led to web chat, a new kind of chat tool for websites that help businesses capture more leads. It's a simple, easy to install button that starts the conversation online and then immediately takes it to text so it can continue without being tied down to a computer. Through texting, businesses are able to get unprecedented response rates. So naturally, they started using Podium to gather real-time insights from customers. We built Podium feedback to streamline and analyze that information so businesses can quickly and confidently take action to improve. Not only do these products deliver a dramatically more convenient experience, they also deliver more customers, more revenue, and more growth. From the first tire shop to now over 25,000 businesses, we've seen again and again that convenience wins.
All right, and just like Josh said there, some of our products have just been helping local businesses, be more marketable and attractive and competitive in this new day and age, which is really cool to see as well. So I'll go into the product lineup here really quickly. I know we're short for time. I want to leave it open for some Q&A at the end. But this is kind of the lineup that we've got going as of right now. We've got some crazy plans for 2021 and things that we're tackling that are really exciting, but this is our current product offering. So reviews, our bread and butter product. It was our legacy product that we were founded on in 2014. The idea that Eric and Dennis had for Eric's dad's tire shop. So send an invite, get reviews all over text. That's the premise. And it's still a really, really attractive product that we have in our offering. Second is web chat, convert leads to closed deals. So it's a little icon that pops up on your website, generates leads, takes it offline to a more convenient manner via text. Feedback, like Josh mentioned in the video there, insights to see how well your business is doing. If you have a multi-location business, it's really insightful to see, which sales people are performing best, which locations are doing the best, which areas they need to improve on, things like that. Team chat is kind of like Slack or Microsoft Teams, if you're familiar with that setup. So it's an internal communication tool, makes it easier for employees to communicate, pass client conversations back and forth to gain a little more context and be there for their customers. Payments is probably our most hyped product and the most exciting. So last year when we launched payments, beginning like April of 2020, we had a goal internally to hit 100 million in GPV for that year. We doubled that and hit 200 million in GPV. So it was a big milestone for Podium. This next year in 2021, we're going after 2 billion GPV. So it's quite the goal, but it's exciting to go after. So, and we're confident we can do it with payments. And then finally, video chat. So this was a little widget or a product that we created through COVID to help local businesses communicate with their customer base. And just to make it a little bit easier for people who were doing, they couldn't offer their services in person anymore. So it's just like another feature to make it better and easier to communicate with their customer base. So our awards, this is a slide from 2019, as you can see. So Fast Company 2019, most innovative, Inc. 500, America's fastest growing, 500 Deloitte Technology Fast Growing North America. We have some other ones that we gained last year. So in 2020, we were on the Cloud 100 Forbes business list. And then just this year, the first week of January, we were on the fastest career launching companies. So it's been pretty exciting to see all the awards that we've gained over the past couple of years and the recognition globally and domestically that Podium is receiving. All right, so opportunities abound. So we have all of our positions obviously on our careers page, but these are some of the more prominent areas of the business that we're hiring in. Customer success, engineering, product, marketing, people operations, partnerships, sales, and finance. So I believe on the Mentorly site, we have a few of our roles posted currently that were more pertinent to this call. But yeah, we're hiring in all areas of the business. We're growing like crazy. It's a hyper growth company. So if you're interested in Podium and you're a go-getter and want to be a part of a rocket ship company, there's definitely a place for you here with us. So visit our careers page, podium.com/careers, or hit Luke and I up for any questions that you have. So with that, open it up for Q&A from our chat that we've got going here.
This is awesome. I'll just chime in here real quick, and so cool to see the growth of Podium over the last 6 years. I mean, over 6 years to have that kind of growth is just unbelievable. So it's no doubt that you guys are heading in the right direction. We have a ton of comments coming in here on the chat, and just want to acknowledge Sam Smith coming in from Utah. We've got Winner and Judith and Kelsey, Matt, Katie. I'm not going to go through the whole list, but it's good to see you all here. If you have questions, go ahead and post them in the chat. I'm going to get kicked off with a couple questions here while some of those roll in. And I think it would be really interesting to hear just how each of you landed your job at Podium, when you landed it, and how much it's grown since, and your experience there.
Yeah, I can go first, if that's all right, Luke.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was hired at Podium back in fall of 2018. So I think on our company site, I was employee number like 305, which is kind of crazy to think at that time. Yeah, it didn't hit me like it has now. It was insane. But yeah, I guess I got connected through a colleague of mine that works for a company that we use for our help desk systems in conjunction, and got connected to Katie. And then it kind of just went from there. So I was hire number 5 on our recruiting team. And now I think we're at like 17 total, I believe, or maybe 15, I don't know. But it's crazy to see the amount of growth that we experienced over the past, even just 2 years since I've been with Podium.
That's really cool. What about for you, Luke?
Yeah, I was with another startup company that won some of the similar awards, Forbes Next Billion Dollar Company. I got to wear multiple hats. I love the fast-paced growth. We then got bought by a much larger company out in Boston. Still a great company, but just not hyper growth. And so that was something I really wanted to get back into. And one of the people that I had hired at a previous company reached out and said, hey, have you looked at Podium? And I had been following Podium for years. I mean, Utah, most people know what Podium is and that it's one of the best places to work. So same thing. I was like, well, let's give it a shot. I met with Katie, who's a director of people ops. and I fell in love with the whole team, the recruiting team, the sales team, the culture. It's work hard, play hard. I've been a part of a lot of sales teams, but how much they genuinely care about the reps on their teams was so different. And the long leash that we have to do great things. We hire a talent at every seat, expect them to do great things, and then let them go. And so the last year's been everything I was hoping for in the next career, and I've loved every day of it.
Wow, that's really cool. And cool to see, I guess, just as kind of an observer, how Podium has thrived through the pandemic, where a lot of companies are suffering. It's hard on their business, which is definitely tough, and we don't wish that on anyone. Like, it's really cool to see how the Podium system is pandemic agnostic. It just plows on through and actually works even better when people are going digitally. So that's awesome. A couple questions here, and then yeah, we can go. What technology stack does Podium use? And that's from McKay Nelson.
Hi, McKay. Yeah, so we're using React on the front end, mostly JavaScript, so JS, and then on the back end, we're in Elixir. Database, we're using Postgres, SQL, and then AWS for our cloud structure. That's kind of what we're in.
That was a quick answer. I like it. Let's see, we've got one from Kelsey coming in, talking about internships. Can you talk a little bit about that? Is that something that you're doing at the moment? And then, and what are some things that could make us stand out for an engineering position? It sounds like Kelsey might be interested in an engineering internship position. Is that something that's offered?
Yeah, absolutely. We just actually posted it yesterday, so timing is perfect. But yeah, we have 5 spots to fill for the summer. So, you know, campus and hiring and interns have been kind of weird over the past year with 2020, not being allowed to be in person and all the things the problems that we're trying to solve right now. So yeah, the posting is up. I would say definitely go apply if you're interested in that. Things that can make you stand out for sure would be maybe prior internships that you've had with other top tech companies. If I know that's not something you can work on now, but if you've had that experience, be sure to showcase that. Maybe projects that you've been involved with in our stack. So React, anything that you've written in React or Elixir, or any other outside groups that you've been a part of, just be sure to showcase that up front in your resume. And also mention that you heard about the internship from this Get Hired chat too. That'll help.
Yes, definitely do it. And so maybe we can kind of, but I just saw in the chat, there's a lot of folks that are interested in engineering positions in general. When someone's coming on for an engineering role and interviewing with you, like, I mean, what are some of the qualities and traits that you look for in an engineer past just the technical experience and passing that coding test?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd say grit is definitely something that I try to assess for. I know that's tough to see based on a resume, but somebody that has stuck something out, persevered over some challenges. Definitely, obviously our tech stands out in a resume too. So if you've had experience in Elixir, React, that makes you way more attractive, even Postgres or AWS are things that we're looking for. I would say interest in YC companies. So if you know, you've done your research, we're YC graduate proudly of, I think it was fall of 2016. So any interest there that you can showcase projects again, and based in our stack, I think those are definitely differentiators for sure. Yeah,
love that. Anything that you would add to that? And Luke, you're hiring on kind of the sales side, customer success. Like, what types of what types of qualities do you look for someone coming in and interviewing with you?
Yeah, a big one that some people put on resumes, but overall it's kind of been left out from that resume market, is what your quotas are, your sales attainment, deal sizes, and sales cycle. So we have a lot of different tiers, and so it just saves a lot of time knowing up front those crucial details. Because company I came from, enterprise sales reps were closing deals 50,000. Our enterprise sales reps are more in the 200 to 300,000. completely different. So just help start the conversation and understand where that experience is. And then, like we said, A players in every seat. We want to know if you're exceeding quota or not. Put it on the resume, brag about how good of a rep you are.
Love it. That's perfect. We have a couple more questions. Let's see. Yeah, and just to get ahead of this one, I know folks are tuning in from all over. There's a lot of folks from Utah, but then a lot of our the attendees are from all over the US. Talk to remote roles. Coming in to Utah, or if you want, if some of those are going to stay remote. Like, what does all that look like for 2021?
Luke, do you want to go first?
That's a great question. So on the sales side, all of our strategic commercial sales are open to remote. Our expansion sales, even our AEs, if they are amazing. So really, really good SMB AEs can be remote. The only one that's really not remote is our sales development reps, our SDRs, because it's kind of the first professional job out of college. And so we want a little bit more hands-on training. That's really the only one that's not so much open to remote on the sales side.
Note to self, be an A player. Kelsey, what about on the engineering side?
Yeah, for engineering, I'd say we're fully remote friendly. So any position that we have open right now, if you're a rock star A player like Luke has been saying, yeah, we're open to it. So we also have positions in Brazil that we're hiring for remotely as well. So we're headquartered in Sao Paulo, but yeah, we're hiring all over the country of Brazil right now, which is super exciting, and domestically within the US as well.
I love it. I think I saw someone join earlier, Diego from Brazil, so that makes it easy. Really cool. Let's see. Thanks, Luke and Kelsey, for the great presentation. Asking about the tech stack, we've already covered that. So Sam Smith asks, well, what's the best place to apply? If you apply through Mentally, Samuel, it'll take you to the Podium job posting, and so it's one and the same. Let's see. Gus says, loving that Elixir is gaining popularity on the slopes. And then Kelsey asks, any need for iOS at Podium? Is that something that you're looking at?
Yeah, not at the moment. I'm not even sure. I have our forecasted headcount for the year. We just hired two really senior iOS engineers in Brazil, which I think will fully staff our mobile team for right now. We're looking to go from React Native to full native sometime soon. So I'm sure that we'll be adding, more iOS dedicated and Android engineers in the future. But for right now, we don't have that need. But I would suggest always keep an eye out on our careers page, because that could change, from quarter to quarter.
Yeah, got it. That makes sense. Ruchi asks if there are, I know that you put up that list earlier, but if you could pull that up again, is there any product management roles that are going to be offered, and do you know anything about that?
Yeah, so I believe we have a few product management, or at least one that I know of. So our product recruiter right now her name is Chelsea Pennock. So you can go to LinkedIn, search her. She's listed as I think just a senior recruiter with Podium, but she handles all of our product operations for right now. So yeah, she'll be able to definitely steer you in the right direction for any product related positions, but they should all be listed if they're open on our careers page.
Love it.
Yeah, our careers page, we currently have an enterprise product manager, a group product manager, a senior product designer, and a senior product manager.
Yeah, so a ton of opportunities there. Thanks, Luke.
Hey, that's perfect. Yeah, we only have a couple minutes left here, but I had a couple questions that I wanted to ask. I think the one is, like, for someone that hasn't worked at a company like Podium, it's hard to understand growth, and it's hard to understand, like, going from 300 employees to 600 employees and what that means for you as, like, a team member. What is that experience like? And can you talk to some of the things that you're going to have to do, and the fun that you'll have in a company that's growing fast like that?
I can start on the sales side. We're still building, we're still creating. We've brought in some of the most amazing sales talent I've ever seen. We hired a CRO last year, Geyer Renwick. He was one of the first 300 employees at Google, which still is something I can't really wrap my head around. First 300 at Google, then he went to Lyft pre-revenue, built them to $1 billion, revenue company in 4 years. That is some of, he's heading our revenue right now. So we're still building amazing things. It's not, I don't want to say anything bad about another company, but like say a Microsoft, they have a rule book for everything. Like this happens, you follow the rule book. Also a great company. It's just different for what different people are looking for. I like the growth, the building, the creativity. Also, I don't feel like just a number. If I do great work, my boss recognizes it, my boss's boss recognizes it. It gets noticed, and that's something. Pressure is a privilege. That's one of the sayings that we announced in the last few weeks with our sales team.
I like that. Kelsey, any thoughts from an engineering perspective?
Yeah, I would just echo what Luke said. So, I mean, we're a hyper growth company. So with that comes a ton of opportunities for personal development. You're stretched every day in the best way at Podium. And yeah, I mean, it's nothing like I've experienced in my career. I'm still young in my career, but yeah, I'm so lucky to get into Podium when I did. And I'm so excited for the future that is ahead of us as a company and the things that I'm helping accomplish and the problems that I'm helping my engineering team solve. So a quote that one of our board members shared like last week in one of our town halls was always view opportunities as abundant. And that is so true at Podium. So that's one of the things that I really hold high, my personal career growth and things and excited about the future at Podium.
Wow. This is fantastic. This has been such a helpful information session for everyone on board. And so we want to thank you both, Luke and Kelsey, for giving us your all and telling us a little bit more about what it's like to work at Podium and kind of some insider tips on the tech stack and everything that's going on over there. If for those of you who are on the call, go ahead and hit the link below for jobs. If you're interested in applying to a job at Podium, you can go and see Kelsey and Luke's profile on mentors if you click that button. So you can go and reach out to them if you have any specific questions there. Otherwise, we're looking forward to you guys having a connection here and taking things to the next level.
Thank you, Luke.
Thank you, Luke.
You bet.
And reach out LinkedIn or Mentorly with any questions, and we'll walk you through the process and answer anything we can.
Love it. Thank you guys so much. We're going to the next session, everybody, but we'll chat to you soon. See you later.
All right. Thanks. See ya.